Culiacan, Sinaloa, the headquarters U.S. and Mexican government officials say of Mexico's most powerful drug trafficking organization, the Sinaloa Cartel. It's run by one of the world's most wanted criminals, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Mexican police arrested Guzman, then he escaped from a maximum security prison in 2001. Since then, he's gathered immense wealth by trafficking cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamines to the U.S. He's still in business. A U.S. Treasury Department document shows the names of several alleged front companies now working for the trafficking organization, including this Culiacan daycare center for preschool children and even a local dairy company. Just about everybody in this city has heard the accusation. The company that makes this milk is owned by family members of the Sinaloa Cartel. The U.S. Treasury Department maintains this company and more than 20 others are being used to launder drug money. But the Mexican government says there's no evidence that these companies are involved in illicit activities. So the alleged front companies continue operating in Culiacan and other parts of Mexico. Now there are allegations that the Mexican government is favoring the Sinaloa Cartel, some coming from Mexico's leading investigative reporters.
There are no important detentions of Sinaloa Cartel members, but the government is hunting down adversary groups, new players in the world of drug trafficking.
The government did recently announce the arrests of 2 members of the Sinaloa Cartel, but experts say the men arrested were not top cartel leaders. That's been the pattern, according to Edgardo Buscaglia, a leading law professor in Mexico and an expert on international organized crime. He's been analyzing more than 50,000 Mexican drug arrest documents dating back to 2003. Buscaglia says a tiny fraction of the total numbers of those arrests were against Sinaloa Cartel members, and none have been cartel leaders.
Well, law enforcement data shows you objectively that the federal government has been hitting the weakest organized crime groups in Mexico. La Familia Michoacana, mainly Tijuana, Ciudad Juárez, El Golfo, but they have not been hitting the main organized crime group, Sinaloa Federation, that is responsible for 45% of the drug trade in this country.
In recent years, a growing number of public officials have been proposing that the government should allow the Sinaloa Cartel to become the most powerful drug trafficking organization in Mexico. Then the argument goes, the government can negotiate an end to the violence with the Sinaloa Cartel leaders.
Now, that's a no-ending story. If that happens, if you negotiate with a strong organized crime group from a weak state standpoint, the state will be taken over by organized crime.
Al Jazeera has repeatedly requested interviews with officials in the Calderon administration to answer allegations that his presidency is favoring the Sinaloa Cartel. So far, those requests have gone unanswered.